All right, everyone, welcome back to Classic Comics. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this Wonder Woman trailer that came out during the FanDome event earlier today. I haven't seen this one yet, so let's go ahead and take a look here.
This world is not yet ready for all that you will do. Your time will come, Diana. And everything will be different.
That's cool. Gotta admit, that is cool.
Citizens of the world,
I'm here to change your life.
anything you want, anything you dream of, you can have it.
You look like you saw a ghost. Diana, look at you. It's like not one day has passed.
I don't want to be like anyone. I want to be an apex predator. You've always had everything, while people like me have had nothing. Well, now it's my turn. Get used to it.
I've never been one for rules. The answer is always more. The way I fly, they will never find us.
I forgot to tell you.
What?
Radar.
Will they shoot at us?
Barbara, what did you do?
You know, I'm not so keen on this one. I figure you are, but you know what? I'm ready to go.
I think we can do better.
Parachute pants?
Yeah,
Does everybody parachute now?
Huh. Okay, so first impressions, I gotta say, I like the first trailer better than this. But let's go through it here. Okay, so it looks like they do the contest in this movie. Now, if you're familiar with Wonder Woman's origin, so in the comics, uh, the Amazons have this contest, and the winner of the contest is the one that gets to be Wonder Woman and go out, into a man's world and save the world. So I was a little disappointed in the first movie because they didn't have the contest as part of her origin, but it looks like they've included a version of that in this movie, so, and I'm glad for that.
This world is not yet ready for all.
I like that they're including that.
Your time will come, Diana.
Now, okay, so we get, the shot of her swinging from the lightning bolts, which you got to admit is pretty cool. That is pretty cool to see. Okay, so we got Maxwell Lord. Pedro Pascal is playing Maxwell Lord. So, it's not a big secret now. There's been some articles in the media recently about how Wonder Woman, the sequel is kind of going woke. And the movie is going to be about, Orange Man bad and about capitalism bad, et cetera, et cetera. So, it's not really news that, the movie is going to be about and kind of like a Trump allegory, because what isn't a Trump allegory right now? What movie or show out there in that Hollywood is producing these days is not about Orange Man bad? That's pretty much all they do now, because Hollywood is just creatively bankrupt. So, that's not really a big news. Um, as far as it being capitalism, that doesn't really surprise me either. Never mind the massive hypocrisy that these millionaires and billionaires that work for these companies and that run them and that do it all to generate as much money as possible are going to lecture to us about how capitalism is bad, greed is bad, blah, blah, blah. They're the ones who are rich, but capitalism, greed is bad and we shouldn't be greedy. Yeah, okay, sure, Hollywood, got it. And so as I understand it, apparently, Maxwell Lord, he's going to have some kind of power to grant wishes, which is not what he has in the comics. In the comics, he had kind of a mind control ability, but in this, he's going to be able to grant wishes. And I guess Diana's wish is for to have Steve back, so we get Steve Trevor back in it. And then Cheetah, of course, Cheetah is the villain. So personally, and I think I've mentioned this in other videos, I'm not a huge fan of this whole idea that Cheetah is Wonder Woman's arch enemy. I've just never really thought it was really, among her villains, this is not the best choice because I just don't think they're a good match for each other. The arch enemy is generally going to be an evil version of the hero or going to be some kind of evil mastermind type who, pulls strings and rarely actually fights the villain directly. Like Superman has Lex Luthor, Batman has Ra's al Ghul or the Joker. Flash has Reverse Flash, Green Lantern has Sinestro, etc. And, Cheetah is neither one of those things. She's not an evil version of Diana, and she's not a mastermind character. So she just, and, Diana is so powerful. I mean, yes, the Cheetah is fast, but Wonder Woman's pretty much just as fast, really. And yes, Cheetah has super strength, but she's not as strong as Wonder Woman is. So there's really nothing Cheetah does that Diana doesn't do better anyway already. Plus, Diana has other powers. So I just don't think she's a good match as far as an archenemy. But the reality is that, for whatever reason, that kind of dynamic has stuck. And that's obviously why they went with the Cheetah in this movie. So, we'll have to see. And I'm guessing she gets her powers through Maxwell Lord granting her powers too, probably. Now, some of the stuff we're seeing again from, the first trailer and isn't really new. And then we get the golden armor. Okay, so now here. So now DC has really held this stuff close to the vest. I mean, this movie was supposed to be out in June, I think, originally, before the pandemic hit. So this thing's already about 2 months late, and I don't think it's coming out until like November. So, and we're just now getting the footage of Cheetah. And again, it's pretty brief. I mean, let me kind of run it here. I mean, it's brief. It doesn't run very long. But, I'm not, okay, hold on. But I'm not impressed by what we see here. I mean, it's not, it's not Cat's bad maybe, but it's hard to be the judge. And it's night and it's kind of blurry. But I'm not encouraged by what I'm seeing here.
What did you do?
See, this is kind of what I'm talking about. I mean, in that sequence, I mean, she seems to very easily just catch Cheetah and just slam her to the ground with fairly little effort.
I'm not so keen on this one. I figure you are, but you know what? I'm ready to go.
I think we can do better.
Parachute pants?
Okay, and so another thing, yeah, I mean, I mean, she just grabs her like by the scruff of her neck and slams her down. So I really just don't see how she's going to be a match for Wonder Woman. Maybe she will, maybe because, a Jellicles can, Jellicle cats can. I don't know. I mean, Jesus. I mean, I hope the CGI isn't Cats bad, where you go in and you're like left almost feeling ill from watching it. God, I should have done a video on that movie. What a cluster F that was. But another thing, is Steve now in this whole kind of sequence here at the end. Basically Steve is kind of, a goofball. Um, and I suspect, that's kind of what you see going through the trailers. It's basically, he's of course from the past, now in the present, so he's a fish out of water. And so it's pretty clear he's going to kind of be the comedy relief, basically. He's going to be Fat Thor in this now. And, one of the things I thought that was really good about the first Wonder Woman movie is although it was a movie about a superheroine, the movie was very, it was a movie that both males and females could really enjoy. It obviously appeals to females in many ways, but it, for lack of a better term, I felt like it made men feel welcome, which is what a lot of this woke stuff does not do. A lot of this woke storytelling, whether it's the comics or movies or TV or whatever, is it basically sends the message to males that you're not really welcome here. And you're not going to be allowed to be here unless you're a joke or you're evil or you're just pathetic. And that's kind of the direction I kind of see this movie going, particularly with Steve. He's just kind of here and to be the butt of jokes and to look silly. Like, parachute. Does everyone parachute now? Ha ha ha. So, I mean, overall for this, I'm kind of, like I say, I liked the first trailer better, and I'm not really too impressed with this. But, we'll see. I will probably wind up going to see it. Although I don't know if I'll pay. I'll probably try to pay for a ticket for some other movie and then maybe go see this instead. But yeah, that's my impressions on this trailer. So what did you? Oh my God, look at that! I mean, that looks. Again, this movie should be in theaters already. And again, I mean, it's just. Again, it's like she just so easily just grabs her, like with no effort, and just like down, kitty. I mean, she might as well just hit her with a spray bottle. Um, yeah, I mean, it just doesn't look very good. But what do you guys think about this trailer? Do you think this is going to be good? Do you think it's heading in a woke direction? Do you disagree with my review? Did you find this review informative? If so, please hit the like button. And while you're at it, please subscribe to the channel and also hit the bell for notifications. And I will see you with the next video because I'll be doing some more trailer reviews coming up here shortly.